How's it going, everybody? I haven't done any vidging today. It was just do our basic chores this morning, and into the city we went, and we just nicely got home. It's going on, I don't know, dark time, sun's gone. The wind is howling at like 50 friggin' K an hour, and well, if you can see that, you see it almost looks like smoke coming off the roof of the barn. Well, it's not. It's just the wind is ground drifting so bad and blowing it off the roof of the barn. Anywho, I'm not locking anybody in today. It's +2 tonight. The low is, I think it's like -8 or 10. So it's not going to be that cold. That water bowl froze up big time on us yesterday. It shorted out and the water bowl completely froze right out 100%. But luckily we have a full in-house stock of parts for these water bowls, so we were able to get it fixed up pretty quick. That's done. And as far as what's the calving situation like, well, there is 0 calves. We're the 15th of January. And there's no babies. She should be coming along pretty quick, I would think. I was telling CP about the 17th. Today's the 15th. And so we'll see what happens. Anywho, that's it for my chores. I just got to let the horses to the front of the barn so they can have water, and she's a done deal. So I'll let you guys go, and we'll see you tomorrow. She's not exactly accepting it 100%, that's for damn sure. She's undecided. So this is CP's heifer that I bought her. DBM L5, I believe, is her ear tag. Lila. And last night at 10 o'clock, quarter after 10, she broke water. We gave her a couple hours to help her dilate, work at getting the calf out. She did nothing. I reached in and I got chains on and I was helping her, but she wouldn't try really bearing down and pushing hard. We ended up putting her in the head gate here and using the calf puller. Good sized calf. I haven't weighed it, but because it's dead, it took us 2 hours to get the calf out of her. She's sore. She's sore in her back legs. The calf she had is, it's not twice the size of this one, but close. And that one's about 60-ish pounds. I've picked it up and carried it a couple times. Anyway, we finally walked in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning. And that one was born yesterday morning. It's a twin. And I drove for 2 hours one way today to get it and brought it home. And she did kind of lick its nose a little bit when I first put it in there, but then she kind of steered away from it. But I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. Give it a 3 days to a week, and I'm sure she'll accept this new baby. But yeah, when we were pulling on that calf, she actually sat down on her hunches like a dog, and that just added to the grief of trying to pull that baby out of her. So unfortunately, we lost her baby. So that's how it goes sometimes. Anyways, that's the scoop. That's what's going on. At least the weather it wasn't friggin' minus 30 or 40. That's coming this weekend. That's probably when my heifer will calve, right? That's probably when this girl will calve. And she's getting uddered up pretty good. She's hard to see, but she's uddered up almost as much as that purebred Simmental. So we'll be keeping an eye on her. Anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. It's been a long day, so we'll see what happens tomorrow. Talk to you all then. Alrighty guys, how's it going this morning? 10 bales set out here, 5 yellow feed oats, 5 good first cut hay. These are for running through the bale processor for 5 days for the cows in the bush. We're scheduled for Monday, but with all the wind we're getting this past week, or this next week, like literally yesterday, some of you might have saw my short vid that I put out, winter driving Saskatchewan. It was just blowing, ground drifting like crazy when we were going to get that new baby calf. And it's still blowing. Every once in a while we'll get a brief gust of snow coming with it, some flurries, which makes it bad. It might not look like it's that bad in the vidya here right now, but you can see that ripping off of those clay hills from the dugout, how it's whipping the snow. So it did die down a little bit here this morning, but last night it was like 70-80 km wind. It was just nuts. And see how the snow is all piled up around the bales over there, and that was 100% cleaned right out. I actually got to put another row of bales in there. But anyways, so yeah, it's and this wind, like, it's bringing in a cold front. The last 2 days we were basically, temperatures were anywhere from, well, as high as +2 for the last couple days. Which is fine. Like, you sure can't complain with that. But what I find with warmer temperatures in the middle of the winter, it makes for horrendous driving conditions, like really bad, because you get that ground drifting, the highways warm up, and then with all the ground drifting, it fucking freezes, the snow blows across, some of it'll stick to that highway. Then it freezes and it's ice. It's actually better at minus 10 to 15 or colder for driving it, I think. Just cleaning up the last of our cut feed here. Take a little bit out with me. Anyways, but yeah, the wind is supposed to stick around until, well, for the next 5 days anyways, until like Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. So there is the possibility that our tub grinding on Monday might get postponed. It's supposed to be minus 27, and with the wind feel like 38 daytime high for Monday of next week when we're supposed to tub grind. So, and with all the wind we're getting, the guys that they're tub grinding for today and tomorrow very well may postpone and see if they can push it back by a couple of days, because nobody wants to be tub grinding in ugly wind and have that friggin' stuff blow away. I know I don't. So yeah, anyway, we're just loading up a couple bales here, and we're gonna go out and feed the cows in the bush. And I'll bring you guys back a little bit later. Alrighty, well, gave them a whole brand new bed down area. Brought them 3 bales out. If you guys remember back, you can kind of see where this has all been kind of trampled a little bit. Anyway, this area is excuse me. This is the area where we were shredding bales, like for their Christmas treats and New Year's treats. And it's still really well sheltered. Get turned around here. I'm feeding them in a whole different area also. So since we have no cut feed, I don't have to worry about moving the bunks, but I did move their bed down area. So this is the new bed down area. And you can kind of see out there, there's a bunk right there. You can kind of see it in the trees. Another one over there through the trees. So right up through that way right there, right through here, it kind of loops around and then comes out. That's the driveway / walkway for the cows to get to the old area. And then this is the driveway getting to the new feed area. And this one is pretty fucking tight because of the trees. And basically the whole idea here, they'll only be out here basically for a month-ish, month and a half, till roughly, well, end of February, so a month and a half. And then they'll be coming home. This is kind of snowed in here, god damn it. Alrighty. And I got one cow that injured her shoulder right there. You can see her holding her foot. And I'm gonna guess the other day she was fighting pretty hard with a couple others, and that's what happened. She injured her shoulder fighting. So anyways, so this will be the new feed area, and the more I shred on it, the more they'll pack it down, that snow, and then it'll be easier to feed out here as time goes on. Anyways, I'm gonna let you guys go. We're gonna get home and see what other kind of trouble we can get into. Talk to you later. Yeah, we got to dig all this snow out of here in front of the door because the gates don't want to swing proper all along that wall and around the back corner. And it is a biatch because the calves have been running on it and packing on it all winter. So let's get after it. Well, that looks better over there. Now we got to get this. Some of you that have been with us for a while, you know every year I end up having to dig this area out. So yeah, it's never fun, but just the way the wind blows from the northwest all the time, and it blows that snow over the roof of the friggin' barn and dumps it right here in this corner, and I need this corner open in order to get into the next corral over when the cows are in there. So just the way it is. Anyways, talk to y'all later. There, that's cleaned out. Now I can get those gates open for when we go to clean the rest of it out. Probably won't be today, might not be for a few days, but we got a heck of a snowbank over here now, but it's away from the wall. These heifers were actually climbing that snowbank, and they're almost over top of that gate right there. So now they can't get out. So double whammy, right? Anyways, I'm gonna stop and go have some lunch, and then we'll see what happens this afternoon. Alrighty guys, well, moved a little bit of snow, and I was gonna I am hooked up to it. I was gonna grind a load of grain, but I'm just checking the machine over, and well, you see all that ice in there? I had a rag stuffed in here, but that didn't help because it gets from the end and it runs down and it freezes up and it don't run out. So I got to get that thawed out. And then I figured, okay, well, let's check some other areas. And there's a little bit of ice down there. The auger is kind of stuck in it. So that's no good. I never checked the very back end for the mineral area. So let's do that. He's actually free. Go fucking figure, right? There's no moisture in there. There's some snow in here, but... So, we got to get all those areas. This has to be cleaned out, and that has to get cleaned out. Otherwise, we'll just blow shear pins and we won't be able to do fuck all. So, time to go get the heater from the barn, bring it back to the shop, put it to work. So, talk to you guys later. I highly doubt we're going to be grinding today. And tomorrow it's supposed to be a lot goddamn colder, like minus 25 or something like that with wind. But we'll see what happens.